Hi guys, so here we go with the baking video for today. We're going to make oat cookies. Really simple, and you can add stuff into them if you'd like to as well, but for today we're just going to make plain ones. These are the ingredients that you're going to need and really the equipment. So we don't need a lot of milk, only 2 tablespoons of milk, some baking powder, got some caster sugar, then some wholemeal flour, some porridge oats, some butter and a little bit of golden syrup as well. You don't need too much equipment. I have the oven preheating there to 180 degrees centigrade, or that's 160 degrees if it's a fan oven or gas mark 4. You're going to need a baking tray that has been lined with some greaseproof or baking paper. And other than that, you're just going to need the usual things like a weighing scales. At the back there's a bowl and a wooden spoon. That's about it really. These are really nice and simple for today. So I'm going to go and weigh out all these ingredients now, and then I'll come back to you. Hi again. So I have measured out all my ingredients. So in this bowl I have got 75 grams of wholemeal flour, 75 grams of porridge oats, 50 grams of caster sugar and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. And all I'm going to do is just mix all that together, even just roughly, it doesn't really matter. So that's ready to go. Then in this bowl I have got 75 grams of butter, 1 tablespoon of golden syrup and just 2 tablespoons of just normal milk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in the microwave. If you want to, you can do it in a saucepan, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stick it in the microwave until it's all melted together. Okay, so if you guys want to go and do that, and then I'll come back to you. Hi again. So here are our wet ingredients. That's the butter, the golden syrup and the milk. I've popped it in the microwave and I mixed it all together. And now what I'm going to do is add it into the dry ingredients, which is our porridge oats and our wholemeal flour, our sugar and a little bit of baking powder. Just going to add that in there, and then just going to mix it together until it's all kind of well combined together. Sorry, this is hard to do with one hand. So just going to keep mixing until it's all together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tablespoon and I'm just going to spoon it onto the baking parchment that's already on my baking tray. And what I'll do is I'll go and do that now, and then I'll show you. It's up to you how big the cookies are. I mean, this is probably make about 8, maybe 10 cookies if you want to do them small, and obviously less if you want to make them bigger. So it's actually quite well combined now. So I'm going to take my tablespoon and I'm going to go over and I'm going to spoon it onto the baking parchment and make it kind of into a biscuity looking shape. Okay, so come back to me when you're ready to do that part. Okay, so here are the finished cookies. Well, they haven't been cooked yet. So I have actually managed to get 12 out of that amount of mix. Mine aren't very big, and they're about the size of a tablespoon. Let me show you. So about that size, so just like 1 tablespoon of mixture, and then I squished it down a little bit on the top. They don't have to look pretty, they'll taste great either way. Just make sure when you're putting them down to leave a bit of space between them, because they're going to spread out when they're cooking. Okay, so we're going to pop them in the oven now for about 10 to 15 minutes. Keep an eye on them though, you want to take them out when they're kind of golden brown. And then you're going to leave them on the tray when they've come out of the oven for about 5 minutes until they cool down. Or even until they're completely cool, before you want to do anything with them. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video here, and then what I'm going to do is come back to you with another video of the finished product. Okay, happy baking!